It's on. Got it? I got it. It ain't no secret about how it's going down once I put on the pressure. It ain't nothing but another nigga put on a stretcher with the blanket over his face. Take him to the morgue with the waist, cause it was in the wrong place at the wrong time. So I gave it to him in his chest, in his throat, in his head, in his back, to his vest. Yes, ain't a whole lot to breaking a nigga down fast. They call me back, cause that's how I'm gonna be on that ass. That's pussy niggas think it's sweet, but ain't no fucking thing going down till I eat. So till I be better, or you still got teeth, cause you're about to get knocked out. Hopped out on that ass with a blast, made your shit drop out, copped out. You will, you know what, cause you know why, and you know my motherfucking name up in this game, and bitch, you know I never be cross-living, but on some East Coast terms, New York niggas don't fuck with perms. Keep niggas sleeping, these terms are bad for the environment. Put him in early retirement for trying it. Lying shit.
You know what? Check it out, yo. My niggas prophesize on how to monopolize and capitalize, also tropicalize and drop a file. This is a code word, you know Earl got killed by his old girl. My niggas stay deep out, with the roof out. Everything I spit is hard enough to blow my tongue out. Ice bracelet, it's nice facing. If it's drugs, then they might trace it.
Yes.
Yo. Now his son got sent back, that shit was violent, so strange. I saw the steam from the toe stains, got caught at close range. My team dreamed about to get back. I said don't flip black, maintain, act like it's done. Hope for a month is some change. We gon' play it right, debate it amongst ourselves until it's well calculated. So when the pressure drop, they can't escape it. Medina home, the guards through the war. Soon as score, the more we contemplate it, the more that we negate it more. So keep your BI steady, soon ready. Handle these day-to-day formalities until we kill for family. We do the see this squad, blessed the dead and thinking God. Rubbed up our blood until they call we stay scarred. I know it's hard, God, until it's time of day it's all.
Where my dogs at? Where my dogs at? My real name is Damien and my girl's name is Carrie. That poltergeist bitch was hot, but too young to marry. That nigga say it's fake and mad jack, so I attack his ass every chance I get. Just another hit, another nigga split to the white meat. Another nigga taking a room in the morgue under a white sheet. That's what you get for trying to take it there. And with this dead eagle in your mouth, you cry about to make it feel. Sometimes it takes pain to make the brain a little smarter. But I think the rain will stop, it only starts to rain harder. We're part of the game, niggas wanna become famous. But doing the same shit I do it, remain nameless. I want house money, gag money, so I got to bag money. I ain't laughing, but it was mad funny. How you can talk about that shit you got? You ain't never got that shit when that shit get hot. Running up in the spot with two niggas from Israel. Cause it is real. You did real now, how you think your kids feel? You know when you die to snitch, I look in your eyes and see a bitch. Wasn't surprised to see it switch. Let's make this quick. I got a flight at 6 going to Pakistan. So let this nigga know, I know he pussy, I'ma smack his man. Fucking willy niggas, you silly niggas. I'd rather be eating off a plate with all them Baltimore and Philly niggas. Cause I done talk about as much as I can stand. The niggas smiling in my face like they my motherfucking man. And yo, it gets a lot worse, cause there's a curse. That says your reward for being real is a hearse. Before you turn 30, cause the dirty shit you did catches up to get you right when you thought you slid. It's getting dark, but with the cold or the hawk, you realize you ain't gonna see your shorty moving up the wall.
Check it out now. Yo, my alma mater is my rooftop. Back in 85 with summer cookouts, the crack lookouts. Mega hookers with pocketbooks out. The corners that we hung out. My uncle that was strung out. Beef during the drought and all the guns that we brung out. Niggas hustle for cloud rounds with street title bouts, blackouts, ultra looting, door to door, army recruiting. Drug lords continue shooting in winters. Cold Novembers leaving red snow where niggas bled so. For spot control, gold chains with diamond links. Mixed product in kitchen sinks, think tanks. Matches banks, stuck up bitches acting stink. Gunplay without provisions. 1 on 20 type collisions. Weak spots getting took when Po 9 run the jokes. Crooked beats, crooks be lurking, hurting to catch a body working. To see they perks when it's a nigga head they bursting. First and last, I like it blocking, smack that ass. Cum laude street wide, slide fast.
I'm a cruddy nigga going up raw dog and dirty bitches. And if I get burnt, I'm giving that shit to 30 bitches. You say you know a nigga like me, guess again, Poppy. Cause I might smile up in your face, but I ain't your friend, Poppy. Jump out the 1500 like run it. Niggas don't want it. Did it, done it, when I'm blunted. However it went down, I made it happen. I made it scrapping, I made it fussing, busting. I made it crapping, and letting off wasn't nothing new to a nigga. Something to do to a nigga, cause you's a fool, nigga. I know you're type, hype, all up off that fake shit. And can't understand why a man would have to take shit or steal shit. But this is that real shit, niggas kill shit, pale shit. Hit you in your head, you won't feel shit. Let the dogs loose on a nigga's ass. Find out if the nigga is faster than a trigger blast. Fucking snakes in the truest form. Knowing damn well it, what I do is wrong, but still I do it strong.
What is hello. Check 1 2. What's up, everybody? Welcome, Rapyardigans. This is the Rapyard podcast. A little DMX freestyle. hidden footage, secret footage, surprise footage. We have a special guest on today. She goes by the name of Keal K. Let's everybody welcome Keal K.
Hey, how you
Hey, how are you?
doing? I'm
Thank
good. How
you.
are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm
You-
great. I'm great. I'm glad to be here.
I'm so awkward. Good. I appreciate you coming on. So you are out of South Carolina, right?
Yes.
Okay. Are you near the Columbia area?
Yeah, that's exactly where I'm at. I'm in Columbia.
Okay, because shout out to Dom. He sent us a few artists from out your way, like the whole high low.
Hollow art.
Yeah, high low art.
Okay.
Yeah. And what is the young man's name? I'm sorry that runs that. I want to say his name but of course I'm live, so I'm drawing a blank.
I'm sorry. I don't want to draw a blank too because I'm feeling the same way. I'm like, oh, I don't know his name either.
Okay, well, he's shout out to him. He's a super talented young man, and I like what they're doing out there. So, are you part of that, the high low art thing, or are you
No,
part? Okay, do you perform at their little venue out there?
I have. I've performed at like maybe two of their events.
It's like a what do you call that? Like a open mic type thing, right?
Yes,
Okay,
yes, yes.
cool. So tell us a little bit about yourself. For those that don't know, you're an artist. You consider yourself a Christian trap artist.
Christian rap, gospel trap, whatever you want to call it, it's not really a like a set genre for it as of right now because it's like a newer thing that people are don't so but it's just spreading the gospel through music. But
Okay,
I rap on beat.
gotcha. So, and it's relatively new. I mean, there are other artists, out there doing it, but in the grand scope of music, it's relatively new. Like I worked at a church for about 4.5 years, and they were real big on like they had a Wednesday chapel for the little kids. So
Hmm.
they would play some of that like remixes,
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Like they, trying to think of an example. I
Like
really,
like
yeah,
Sue's remixes. I know they got that, but it'd be like renditions of like secular songs.
yeah, like a Marvin Sapp song over like a boozy beat kind of thing.
Yeah.
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 So
Okay, okay, okay. Like mashups.
yeah, exactly.
Got it.
So that was fun. But as far as that whole genre goes, in particular, is there someone or some people that kind of inspired you to go that route with music?
Um, Not, I can't really say it was anybody that inspired me per se. It was more so of a thing like I was in a secular space and then I had got baptized. So I felt convicted because it's like, okay, well, you're a new person. And as my relationship with God was growing, it was just like, how can I not
Right,
like use the talent that He's given me to glorify Him?
right. And I think I didn't mean like what human person on earth inspired you to be start doing
Yeah, no.
music. I meant more like, is there any particular artists that you kind of look up to that do that sort of music?
Okay, so some of my influences though that I would say that I actually like because I just when I switched over, I started like listening to more. I
Oh,
wasn't really in the space like knowing a couple artists, but ones that I do particularly like it's like Lecrae, like
yeah.
he's like one of the first Christian rap artists. Um Child like CC, she's really good. And
Mhm.
then it's another girl, her name was Wande, but she changed her name to Anike. And
Okay.
then 1K Fu, he's really good as well.
Okay. I'm just curious because from that job I know about several of them. That's actually how I learned about D1 because
Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. I like him too. He's good. He's
yeah,
good.
a lot of people. He's very popular. He's from Louisiana, which is where I am, so he's very popular here.
Okay.
Like, yeah. So yeah, there's a few out there. I think it's growing though.
It definitely
Yeah.
is. I definitely can say that. Like it's a growing genre. Like more and more people are getting to know about it. And I think it's great because
It's
people automatically be thinking like Christian rap is like gonna be boring or it's gonna
gonna
be
be
like
whack. Yeah.
yeah, it's gonna be whack, like low quality, and then it's like you actually hear it and they be like, oh, this is good. And they don't even realize what they're listening to until like they actually like listen to it.
Right. I think that's something that like Lecrae and D1 are really good at is making it like palatable for
Yes,
people where
yes.
they don't just automatically know that they're listening to Christian rap. Right.
Facts, facts.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that there's that stigma about it. I think a lot of people, there's been sort of like people that kind of walk the line. I don't want to say Kanye because that's a weird example, but like, Chance the Rapper.
Where they're
Um,
more like spiritual and they talk about God, but they aren't really like bold about their faith with it. I
yeah.
mean, they are, but like they're not like consider themselves like legit Christian artists.
Yeah. I think Chance the Rapper started out like that and then kind of just did his own thing. But
Hmm.
definitely, yeah, yeah, like a lot of artists mention their spirituality. Kendrick Lamar, stuff like.
Yeah, facts.
But so before you were doing music before you became baptized and everything, that was like you were just doing regular rap trap music before
Yeah,
that,
it was like regular secular music. So I was just like regular rap, trap, what you want
and
to call it.
talking about the regular secular stuff.
Mm-hmm. Popping my stuff.
Yeah. Is there like a weird sort of like line that gets drawn because with that, like I was talking about the music, like the mashups and
Mm-hmm.
things like that, sometimes the way I see it is if you're dancing, like everybody, like even babies when they first start dancing, they shake their little booty, but it's not like it's not sexual. You know what I mean? There's
Right,
nothing
right,
that I see that's like sinful about that. You're just having a good time, but it's
right,
kind of hard to draw the line there. You know,
right.
like, do you think that's something you struggle with or that other people might struggle with? Or
I
think about?
think it's kind of like a thing where it's like, well, I know some people struggle with the idolatry of it,
Mm,
like wanting to be like very like it all about them. So I
mm,
think that would be the main thing. But I think it being as though like Christian rap is so new, and a lot of the beats that are used in the secular space is like you're when you hear like a bounce beat, you're automatically going to want to like
yeah.
dance to it. You get what I'm saying? So it's like
Hard to-
that's what
it's
we're
so hard to
mentally
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
programmed to do. So it's kind of like trying to like take away that stigma of doing it.
Yeah.
Like it is hard, like to not want to dance, but it's like at the end of the day, it's like all right, it's other dances you can do besides shake it up.
Yeah, there's
You
more
know,
parts you could shake. Yeah.
you
That's
know.
yeah. For real. So, but you have a release that you just did? I'm trying to remember what Dom.
Yes. So I
Okay.
have an EP that I did that I dropped. That was my first EP ever, my first project. It's called Kill in the Flash.
Okay.
It's like a play on my name, but it's also like killing the flash because
Mhm.
that's what it was like, me killing my flash. And I had dropped it on my birthday last year,
Okay. When's your birthday?
September.
Okay. So
Mhm.
it's been like half a year. It's been like 6 months.
Yeah. So I just been trying to, work, figure out, not so much figure out, but trying to like work the records, figure out which records really like stick before I be like, okay. I've been trying to work those.
Okay. And I see you've done a lot of videos. I noticed that for
Yeah,
your
those
music already. Yeah.
yeah, those are my old videos. I'm
Oh, those
sorry.
are old. Okay, so don't play
Yeah.
those.
Yeah, no, no, no. Yeah, don't play those. Those is
Have
like,
you done music videos for any of your newer stuff at all? Or have you
So
started?
no, I'm actually working on that right now. So I'm actually like how I'm looking to roll it out is going to be like a movie. So it's going to be like a short film. So it's just going to like flow everything of the whole transition
Oh,
and
like a
pretty much tell
documentary
a
kinda?
story.
Like a documentary about your life, kinda?
Not a documentary, but putting like bits and pieces of me so people can really get like an idea of like who I am and then like me coming into this my relationship with God.
So like a musical biography, autobiography, kinda.
Yeah,
Okay.
kind of something like that. Cause it's not gonna be too much into like that, but still entertaining,
Right.
still engaging, but not too like me.
Right.
Just
More
yeah,
in line with like the album or the EP.
facts,
Okay,
facts,
okay,
facts.
I gotcha. I was gonna let me go to Spotify then. Um, Now, do you have like a distribution company or a label that is like Christian oriented,
No,
or
not at
are
the
you
moment.
like self distributed kind of?
Yeah, so I only go through like DistroKid currently. So
Okay,
I'm not going through like a any like Christian label. I would like to be with a Christian label, but no, not at the moment.
I'm trying to think. I think I know of a couple, but if that's something you're interested in, but okay, there you are. You are on Spotify. All right. So that you just have the one release on Spotify, so it's safe, right? Keal-
Mm-hmm.
Okay, okay.
It's killing the flash. So it's gonna be like a pink
Mm-hmm.
ombre. Like yeah, all the
Gotcha.
other ones. I know the other ones they might be in there, but they might be. I don't. I think might be down there. I don't know. I thought I took them down.
Yeah, you did. There's just the
Oh,
one. Yeah.
okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Get right here. What's your favorite song on the EP?
Yeah. I like all of them. I would say, all right, if I want to get somebody to listen, I say play Tribe of Judah.
Tribe of Judah. Okay, let's see.
But then it's like Up 8 is good too. Tribe of Judah. Play
We'll
Tribe of
play a
Judah.
snippet from each. Yeah.
Yeah.
Forgot I'm sliding, I'm riding, and yeah, I used to be sinning. I came to God cause I ain't perfect, but it start with admitting. Oh, please forgive me, Lord. Knew I was doing wrong, couldn't use me. We cut from different cloths, I grip the cross, I pray that God forgive me. Oh, me falling off my flesh, I start rebirthing, new beginnings. To accept the call of spirit, God gave us, don't make us timid. And that's a word from God to help us all, them let us came from prison.
And I've been shifting and switching, they claiming I'm different, they want me to stay the same. Now I'm into the scripture, plotting my living and calling on God by his name.
Hey, yeah. You have a cool voice. Like your voice is very it's like soothing to listen to, you know?
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
There's it reminds me of some artist, but I can't think of what her name is. But yeah, it's very cool. I'm not saying you're like trying to be like anybody. I'm just saying it's just like reminiscent.
I feel you.
Yeah, and I have to stop it for well, I have to pause them periodically for copyright stuff so it doesn't get taken down. But the other one you said was it scriptures?
Up 8.
Oh, update. Okay.
Hmm.
Do you have one person or like a group of people that do your beats, or do you do your beats?
No, I just be getting beat packs from different producers.
Oh, okay.
So I am trying to find a producer that I can lock in with, that I can really like build with. So, but
Anyone
for the
out
most
there
part,
that's trying to look for an artist like producer wise? There's a bunch of like people in the industry that watch this. So you know, you never know. But all right, this is up 8.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Who that? When I pop out and I come and stand on business. And the devil is a liar, but it's God, it's my witness. I got angels in position that will spin if things get wicked. Ain't no weapons for regardless, but I promise that they miss. I walk with God, but I know that. Had closed, some doors can't go back. Cause I was saying, repent and saying again, this time ain't no slack. Now I walk by faith, ain't no map. God got my back, ain't no cat. And that's my twin, I'm span again, and he ain't gon' lag. No time to
Quick pause. Quick
I
pause.
use
Quick
them.
pause. I'm so sorry. I know everybody hates it when I do that. They're like, "Oh,
No,
okay,
that one I've actually performed both of those songs in the clubs.
really?
And yeah, like I still be performing in clubs, but I performed those in the club and they ate it up. Like they love those songs. Like they love those songs.
Yeah, like I wouldn't think twice if I like someone pulled up, you know, at a stoplight and was like listening to that. You know what I mean? Like it's not.
Right.
Yeah. So that's good. It's I guess it's like you're like kind of like a doctor or something, or like a mom or a pet owner even. Like you're trying to give somebody some medicine and
Hmm.
you want it to like taste good, like how they have those like pill pockets for dogs.
Right. Right.
Um,
Right.
or like how they flavor medicine for kids. That's probably better. But yeah, it's like take your medicine.
That
Sounds like
somebody
Trent.
somebody Well, they gave it a negative connotation when they talked about it. I did it on a review, and it was like, "This is like a vegan pork chop. Like, who wants that?" And I was like,
Maybe
yeah.
don't like any pork, you know, like maybe
I'm
someone
like,
out
everybody doesn't want to eat pork. Everybody doesn't want the side effects of eating pork long
right,
term.
they're
So it's
trying to
like, I would take a vegan pork chop, and I'm vegan anyways. So
okay, there you go. She like, "I would."
thanks.
Yeah, that's funny. I mean, people are always gonna find something to hate about somebody, you know, so
Yeah. So my next project is definitely gonna be called vegan pork chop.
yes, I hope so. Oh, I hope so.
It's
I'm
gonna be
rooting
called
for that.
vegan pork chop for sure.
So, are you working on, like, a full album, do you think, in the future?
So I have a few singles that I'm gonna be popping out with. So one that I'm gonna be releasing soon is gonna be called Holy Smoke.
Okay, I like that.
So that one's gonna be coming out, and then just in the midst of me trying to figure out if I want to put out another EP yet, or if I just want to keep rolling out singles.
Alright. So, if anything, it'll probably be an EP?
Yeah, if anything, it would be another EP.
Okay. Um, you feel like you need more, like, in the chamber, so to speak, before you have, like, an album, or it's just not it hasn't inspired you yet to do that?
Yeah, no, I haven't been like, okay, I want to do an album because I just didn't like put my all into. I haven't like really like pushed out for my first EP. So it's
Mhm.
like once I do the video and I see how that does and do all of that stuff, then it's like, okay, then I can move on to the next project.
I got you. Yeah, I'm very much like you, and you probably can relate to this as a creative. Like when you're working on something and you want to get it done, it's almost like your whole life becomes like irritating until you can finish it.
You know, like, ugh,
I've been putting this documentary together. I went to Orlando and I committed to like so much because it was so much footage that I have to go through. And I've been like losing sleep over it and just like, I gotta finish. There's no deadline except the one I put there. But yeah,
exactly. And that's the whole thing. It's no deadline. Don't nobody even know about this yet. And then
that
it's like we got a whole deadline in our heads that we trying to like race to get to, and it's like, bro, just take your time.
yeah,
Like you
like, you don't
got it.
wanna
Like,
hurry with it, but, you know, you want it to be good, but at the same time, it's like, you just feel like, "Ugh." You're like, "I gotta get
facts,
out of yeah, yeah. It's
facts.
discouraging. Um, so were you kind of at a point, I hope you don't mind me asking, in your life where things were, like, going badly for you when you decided to, um, I don't wanna say born again, I'm not sure what your denomination is or whatever, but a lot of people say born again.
Yeah, facts. One
Okay.
again.
Okay. So was it because of things going on in your life, or was it more just like you just felt like compelled to do it?
So it was like a thing where, and things weren't bad, but it wasn't like I was partying, I was getting drunk, I was outside every day. I was like literally at that time I felt like I was having the time of my life. And then it was like at one point I was like, I don't know what. No, no, no. I ain't gonna say I don't know what. I was getting my lashes done, and my lash tech was like, "You should go. Like, you should come check out my church." And da da da. da." Now, keep in mind, she be outside,
Oh, that's
so I
nice.
was like, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna come check it out.
Yeah.
Um, so I went, and I like every time I would go to this church, like it's called Forward City, by the way.
Okay.
Um, every time I would go to my church, I would just be in there bawling my eyes out, like just
Wow.
crying. So, and the one particular time that I went on my birthday, I happened to go by myself. I didn't have my friends, and I was just in there by myself, and it was a baptism Sunday,
Mm.
and something was just like, get baptized today, and I'd never been baptized, so I was just like, no. I mean, it would be nice. It's my birthday, but I'm like, I did just do my hair, so no, I'm not gonna do it. And then I remember the guy, he was preaching, and he was just saying, like, like the devil walks around like a roaring lion looking for someone to devour. So make sure I forgot this actual scripture, but he said, stay sober minded because the devil is walking around look like a roaring lion looking for someone to devour. And I don't know what about that message just resonated with me. And then it was just like, forgiving people, because prior to that, me being outside and stuff like that, it was just like I was getting hit with like betrayals and stuff like that. And so I was just to a point where I was just like, I don't want to feel like that. I just was harboring a lot of like anger and animosity to people that had hurt me. And then I'm just outside, like partying, smoking, drinking. And getting lit. So at that time, I was just like, bro, I don't want to feel like that about them. So I
Yeah.
went to the altar, and this lady, she came to me and she gave me a hug, and she was like, "Are you getting baptized today?" And I was like, "No." And she was like, "Why not?" And I was like, "I don't know." And I had no reason to tell her, just other than my hair. I just did not want to get my hair messed up. So I wound up getting baptized, and then after that, I still kind of like was straddling for a little bit, and then eventually it was just like, nah, like I'm about to go all in for God.
All right. That's a good story. I found the scripture. I think it's First Peter 5:8. It says the stay sober because the devil's a reminder. Oh, wait, stay sober because the devil prowls around like a roaring lion seeking someone to devour.
Yes, that's
And
it.
if you're not in your right mind, then you're like a straggling sheep or whatever.
Facts.
Yeah,
Facts.
makes sense. Um, Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of there's a lot of people that are kind of skeptical about religion and church and all that because they've had bad experiences or whatever with individual pastors, individual churches and things. Like what would you say to somebody that's like hesitant to try something like that again because of what they've experienced?
I get that a lot because I be when I come in contact with people, it's just like, they Jesus Christ was killed by Christians.
Mhm.
So what you think that they gonna do to you? The whole thing is not to be I don't think you should don't shun the church because you got hurt by a church by one of God's representatives.
Okay.
Don't just that's like you trying to get into somewhere, and the bouncer at the door is doing everything he can to give you a nasty taste in your mouth about going in.
Right.
But this is the best time that you're going to have when you get into this place. Like you're going to have everything that you need, all the things, but don't get discouraged because somebody that's misrepresenting Christ deters you away from it.
Right.
And it's just like everybody, he who is without sin should cast the first stone. So don't let nobody that is judging you feel like you are less that you're less than them because they don't know how to handle the things that they're going with themselves. So
Right.
still build that relationship for yourself with God. Not necessarily you don't have to go to church, but that's why I say like for me like we have to be great representations of God. Like understand we have to love people, we have to care for people, we have to be gentle with people and
Mm.
there for people and kind-hearted to people because at the end of the day, sometimes we the only Christ that people see. We the only God that people going to see, and we have to
Right.
be good representations of God. And Jesus even said with sinners, and he told them he was like, "Why would what sense would it make for me to go into these are the people that are sick? Why would I sit with healed people? These are the
Right.
ones that are sick. These are the ones that need help.
Mm.
And it's my purpose is to bring them out of darkness."
Right. Well said. Oh, Dom's in the comments. He said type stuff.
Type stuff. Type stuff.
He said it a couple times. He was trying to get you to look at that. So shout out to you, Dom. We appreciate you. Um, so your next move is basically just to keep going with the singles and the EPs. Are you gonna do videos, you think?
Yeah, so the videos is coming soon. Like we're working on that right now. So I'm actually gonna start shooting my videos not this week, the week after next. So I'm about to start rolling all of that stuff out. And I'm just like very particular when it comes to my videos. So I like my videos to look a certain way. So I like my stuff to tell a message, tell a story. Like I'm real like old school when it comes to videos. Like I don't want it to just be some random something and then it's like
Yeah.
it don't have nothing to do, it don't correlate with the song or nothing.
Are you gonna have like hidden things, like little Easter eggs in them?
Yeah,
Oh, cool,
yeah,
cool, cool. I love that.
yeah.
What about touring?
So actually working on a little mini tour right now. They're still getting the dates together. But right now, because I'm in Baltimore right now, this is where I'm from
Oh,
originally.
be more. All right.
Yes, yes. So I do have I have a show coming up this Sunday. It's going to be in Atlanta, and
Mhm.
then my next show is going to be in South Carolina, and then the other shows we're just waiting on some other dates.
Okay. So you're moving around. Like that's a lot of moving around.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Do you find like a lot of fulfillment from doing that? Do people give you feedback on your shows?
Oh yeah, because I'm a great performer. Like I don't mean to toot my own horn, but I'm blessed that God gave me that ability to be able to be a great performer. Because even before, like in the secular space, like I was always a great performer, and I was moving around doing different shows and stuff like that, and people
Mhm.
always enjoyed my performance. So I get fulfillment of being able to do it now even more for God, and it's like I switched up the message. I'm
Right,
not my performance isn't as like isn't seductive, but
right,
still having people locked in and engaged. So
right.
I do appreciate that. So it's like they be turned, like they be like, yeah, yeah,
It's still
yeah,
entertainment, but it's like edutainment. Kind of,
yes.
yeah, very cool. And I guess there's no video of that out there probably, um,
Mm,
of you now.
I got some on my Instagram, but I
Oh,
haven't
okay.
like put them together. So I'm like, I wanted
Okay.
to put some together of like showing me performing. Cause
Yeah,
before I used to put, yeah.
I gotcha.
But like now, I'm just like, I gotta really lock in. I gotta really lock in.
I gotcha. Yeah, no worries. So everyone can look for, the singles and the EP coming out pretty soon. What are your socials?
So my Instagram is I am underscore Nikeel Nikeal. My TikTok is I am underscore Nikeal. My YouTube is Keal K, and on all music platforms it's Keal K. Kealk. Period.
What's up, King Handsome? He was on here. He was on our last episode. He said, "Whoa," because he's a representative of Whoa Life, watching you.
Okay, well,
Yeah. So also the links to your streaming music platform accounts are in the description. But yeah, major love to you, King Handsome. But we're gonna be looking out for that. I'm excited to see like what comes of all this, and because this just happened recently, um,
mm,
your transformation or being born again, whatever, which is very cool and exciting to, I'm excited to see what comes of it.
yeah, me too. Thank you.
And,
I really appreciate it. I really
and
appreciate it.
one question I was thinking about just now: do you think like, or have you had anybody tell you like that they were fans of yours before? And now they're even more fans of yours, or has anyone said like negative stuff besides the vegan pork chop thing?
No, and that's the thing. Like, I thought I was going to get negative feedback from that, but no, people
Really,
actually respect me a lot more
really,
because I'm like I'm bold with it. Like I'm very bold about my message and how I feel about it. So, and they've watched my transition because I was pretty transparent on my socials about it, like get going to church and then getting baptized. So them seeing it and then actually seeing me now, like, oh, you're serious.
like, oh,
Like,
she's really,
no, I'm
yeah.
dead serious. Like, yeah, like this is that. Like this is for sure.
That's dope. I mean, maybe if anything, it won you more fans, That's
Yeah,
very cool. Yeah. There's
yeah.
a comedian, I guess she raps. She's gone viral a bunch of times. She does like different like historical figures and does like raps of them. Like she did like a whole bunch for Black History Month, like Harriet Tubman. She does a great Harriet Tubman, which is kind of like in the voice of mystical. Have you seen
I'm
this?
trying to. No, I don't think I've seen that.
Her name is I want to say Kendria Bland. Um, but she became more vocal about her faith, and she got a lot of like backlash from it, which I don't know if it's because she's in the comedy space, but she's very talented.
Yeah. That's why I'm like, I'm so happy that I didn't get that negative effect. Like, cause I mean, I guess it was still in my earlier stages, but people was just like so, yeah, like we rock with you. So now it's like
You have
it
a good
just
fan
be
base. That's what that means. Yeah.
yeah, like me moving around with the music. Like people really have been really receptive to it. Like, and I was very surprised. Like it makes people be like, all right, I want to come to God and well, how do I do it? Like, what are the steps? Because it's like to see a person, and I didn't think I was that bad, so but they like, yeah, no, they like you really inspired me. Like that inspired me to get more in my faith. And I'm like, do
You're like,
it.
Was I that bad? Like, yeah.
Like, was I that bad? Because even when I got got baptized, people was like, I would have never thought you would have got baptized. And I was like, what does that mean?
I wouldn't
Like, what
worry
do you
about
mean by
that.
that?
I think it's just like, some people just they don't expect for whatever reason, but I'm trying to find this. I wanted to see if she would come on the show and talk about that part of it, Kendria Bland. Um, but I think that speaks to like your not only like your musical talent and stuff, but also your fan base is strong because of your personality and things like that.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that's very important as an artist to have like a good personality. I think that kind of gets overlooked.
Type stuff.
That stuff. I love that. Okay, I'm not gonna make too much of a thing out of this, but she's just really cool.
Planet for the daily. You know my name, baby. Aretha Cassahedi.
I've never seen her.
Big talk.
What did Aretha
No.
Cassahedi do?
She know about that 3-3-4.
I think that's the kid.
No.
What you know about that 3-3-4? What you know about escaping to the struggle of love?
These must be outtakes. But yeah, you look her up. She's Kendria Bland. She does all
Oh,
kinds of sketches and stuff, but she has been very vocal recently, like recently about her faith and being born again, I think, and all that.
yep, the kingdom's coming. The kingdom is coming, man. Like when I tell you, like a lot of people are switching over. So I'm just looking like, come on to the side. Come on to the side, Like the way things are going, you gotta
It's
a
crazy.
lot of I'm saying it, like a lot of celebrities are starting to like really like wake up. Like the veil was being lifted. Like,
Oh,
like we got to get right.
right. Yeah, it's definitely crazy times we're living in. Anything that helps people be more in touch with like whatever they want to refer to their higher power, God. I mean, respectfully, because there's all different walks of life and faiths and stuff. Just whatever that helps you be a better person and help other
Yes.
people. I'm all for it. So, but can you do one favor for me before we go?
What's up?
Could you give me a quick drop and just hey, this is Keal K. You're listening to the Rap Yard.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Keal K, and you're listening to Rap Yard Podcast. Make sure y'all tune in on all platforms. And yeah, let's go.
Type stuff.
Type stuff. Type stuff.
All right, we appreciate you, and we will see y'all next time.
Thank you for